Howdy gamers, how's it going? Jester back at it again with another dogshit video. And today I wanted to talk about something that the YouTube recommended tab fucking loves. And before I get to it, you've seen the fucking title, but I think these are ran by like the 13-year-old kids in the corner of a middle school class wearing Fortnite hoodies and are like, yeah, I'm probably the smartest person alive. Give them about 10 years and they're going to be the same people making these videos. And they are what I will probably describe as prove me wrong debates. A little bit of context, my opinion on debates. I liked debates a lot when I was younger. I really liked politics. And in that, I saw that there was a really good beauty if both sides can develop beforehand over the same question and develop all of the resources. And I think there was also a good amount that happened from happening to argue against something you don't believe, against something you believe in, right? Because every time you had to do a formal debate in the old competitions, which specifically, if anyone here does speech and debate, I primarily did Lincoln Douglas. That was by far my favorite format. And there was a lot you could really learn as a person developing a lot of resources for both sides of an opinion. And I feel like that's a pretty awesome thing that everyone should do. But I think the biggest bastard child of debates is the prove me wrong fucking college campus stands. Because what the fuck are you doing? Okay, I think everyone's seen these goddamn videos. They have like 4 billion views each. And let's say, for example, and you tell someone, hey, I would like to talk to you about that there are only 2 genders. And then but that's something you say beforehand. It isn't just, okay, let's talk about that thing now. It's let's develop our resources first and talk about it on a future date when we can have a more rational decision between each other. And it's more for the beauty of debate and those opinions than arguing and proving someone else wrong. But now let's go to the prove me wrong fucking college things, which isn't only done by the fucking guy that's known for doing it, it's done by a whole bunch of people, where they will purposely incite people for confrontation and argument, and I'm not going to call it a fucking discussion. Those do happen, but rarely. The ones that get highlighted are fucking absolute garbage. And this person has a multiple 100-page binder, which is very similar to it's probably the exact thing that he learned from a debate class, or through competitions, or just doing their own research on how to properly develop your argumentative skills. And they will have very well researched, know all of the facts, and they will know all of the refutes, the most common things people say on the other side, and the best rebuttals against those things, and that's awesome. But the other side doesn't fucking have that. The people who are going to go up and argue with that there are more than 2 genders, it's such an ambiguous thing. Both sides are right if they think they're right. There's no factual understanding of the situation. Because you're not talking about biology to a doctor right now, you're talking to dumbass 20-year-olds. And so your opinion does not fucking matter. And then you have some guy that's really prepared on that point, multiple hundreds of pages on his person, presumably 10 times at least more than that read. And so then that person is going against some random pissed off 19-year-old, okay? No matter what environment you ever give, the only time the person trying to prove a point will be proved wrong that has the booth set up is if they are absolutely, literally retarded. I am confident that you could give me the most absurd shit. Make me go up there and argue that reality isn't real. Or just some other stupid fucking statement. Like, I do not exist, prove me wrong. Now, anyone who looks at that is like, is that guy retarded? And so they instinctually like, I'm gonna argue with that guy. But little do they know, I have a 1,000-page information in front of me and plenty more read on why I don't exist. You're hallucinating right now. And when you can articulate yourself well and prepare yourself well enough, compared to someone who has absolutely no preparation whatsoever other than just being, I don't like that thing, they're fucked. And a lot of people fall under this fucking mindset of, oh, they shouldn't feel that strongly about their opinion. I think if you think there's more than 2 genders, you can feel as strong as you fucking want. I don't give a shit. Be as well known as you want to be about that topic. Unless literally your entire life surrounds that very specific thing, and even most radical feminists, it doesn't, you are going to have a millionth of preparation as the guy who's just been preparing the last couple of days, if not weeks, for specifically that question, any rebuttal he might get. This is something that, like, I care so much about, because not only if, and you can tell this by some of the videos I make, in general, the way people carry about politics and their opinions is pretty dog shit, and I also want to take this opinion, because I should say, right now, putting it bluntly, typically people on the left right now are better at making an ass of themselves. And I feel like people on the right don't get enough rational shit. They don't get enough proper shit talk. Most of it's kind of absurd from the left. So the right doesn't get enough people criticizing them because there's so much fucking pathos being used from the left side. And I understand that this is not something that's scripted. I just have a phone that says fuck the prove me wrong thing on my phone notes. And I'm like, I'm just going to complain about this on the internet for a little bit. So I'm sure that anyone wants to take a great amount of time refuting what I've said, then that's probably better. But it doesn't stop that stuff from pissing me the fuck off. There could be so much good, rational conversation made about that. But it's oftentimes even incredibly disguised. Because, the best conversations they often have are when both parties remain calm, which is fucking pathetic. Right? If the best conversation you're able to have with another person is when they remain calm, then facts will never matter to the other side. You're able to remain calm, but you're able to push these well-prepared points on another person while still remaining calm does not have that level of preparation. But I should end this with saying, because I kind of feel like I'm talking in circles, that if you're someone that finds those kind of things cool, and you're in high school or college, please look around for your nearest speech and debate. Generally, most of the people that are in it, pretty cool people. You're gonna, in my own experience, you're gonna meet a lot of people on every political range arguing for everything even that they don't believe in. And it's this really awesome thing to do to try to form your own opinions and learn about other things. And I think, like, putting yourself in the place of the other person's shoes are one of the best ways to learn about their situation. And speech and debate does an amazing thing about that. It isn't always one-on-one. There's debates that mock a Congress. They call it Congress. There's Puff, which is 2-on-2. There's a whole bunch of different types and styles you can get into, and it's all based on personal preference. The type I did was Lincoln Douglas, like I said earlier, and that was like a one-on-one. So yeah, and even if you're out of high school or college, there are probably other outlets that you can spend that are much better organized. So there's many debate groups all around. All in all, though, hope you guys had a good one, and sorry for another shitty rant video. This one's been irking me a lot recently. Peace, gamers.